Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Vikram Jayaprakash.
I'm Dr. Russell Knudsen.
Welcome to the Hair Loss Show. It's good to be back. In today's episode, we're going to talk about weight loss and the effect on hair loss, so stick around.
Welcome to the Hair Loss Show. Dr. Russell Knudsen and Dr. Vikram Jayaprakash discuss issues relating to hair loss and the medical and surgical treatment of hair loss in both men and women.
Okay, guys and ladies. So weight loss is a big issue because a lot of people are using dieting techniques or in the extreme circumstances, things like gastric banding or balloons and causing dramatic weight loss. And so one of the things we have to understand are the things that can trigger a sudden increase in shedding. Now, I just want to remind everybody that the shedding rate varies according to your genetics. So some people have a short growth cycle, which means the shedding rate would be higher. Some people have a long growth cycle, which means the shedding rate would be lower. And it varies during the year in lots of people with seasonal shedding. So there is no number that works for every day of the year, but it varies roughly between 50 to 100 hairs per day. For men that wear their hair short, it's not very noticeable. For women that wear their hair long, it is quite noticeable, and that's why they bring in the Ziploc bags with all of these hairs wound up and saying, look at all of this hair. And it's not that many hairs, but they're long hairs and they're wound up, so it looks like a lot of hair. But to the topic in question today, if you go through sudden weight loss, and I mean serious weight loss, we're talking 5, 10, 15, 20 kilos or more in a short period of time, you are dramatically affecting the nutrition that's coming into your body. And that will often provoke an increase in shedding, which is another word for a molt, if you like. And so this is a worrisome issue for many people that come in and they talk to us about this loss.
Absolutely, because I think the sudden reduction in calorific intake, I mean, I think there's two aspects of things that we probably should cover. One is the massive reduction in calorific intake, either due to gastric banding or just restriction of diet, and what that does to the system, because the system is now trying to keep all the metabolic processes running with the sudden drop in the intake. So it will sometimes turn on the shedding to, stop that, the switch off that life cycle of that hair, which ostensibly what will mean is that hair will come back. So there's one aspect of that. Then there's the other aspect is, well, if you're reducing the intake of your nutrition, well, are you lacking in certain nutrients, and does that aggravate the hair loss that you're going to experience?
So we also need to understand the timeline for these things. So basically, the commonest form of a sudden increase in shedding is after the birth of a baby in women, because the estrogen level drops off, and there's a lag period of 2 to 3 months, and that's true for any episode that causes a significant amount of hair loss. So if you start a crash diet, for example, the shedding could happen 8 to 12 weeks later. And just to remind people what the hair cycle is, you have this multiple year cycle, anything between 2 and 6 years for growth. But when you get to the end of that cycle, the hair detaches from the scalp, waits for something to tug it out, which is typically washing or brushing. But a hair that falls out today will recommence the next cycle and pop through the skin in 3 months' time. So that's the thing to remember. So what I say to the patients who are in this situation, you're going through this sudden increase in shedding now, but 3 months from now, those hairs will start to reappear. And as long as there's nothing else going on, then really they should get full recovery.
So I think, coming back to the essential question, I think what we would say is that weight loss is not, or trying to lose weight is not a contraindication to your hair, or vice versa. You wouldn't go, okay, I don't want to lose weight because I don't want to lose my hair, because it doesn't happen to everyone. But certainly these crash diets you can see quite commonly when you are suddenly restricting your calorific intake. There may be a initial shedding of hair, but if there isn't the underlying process of balding, so androgenic alopecia in the case that we're talking about, then really things should sort of recover in a few
That's
months'
right.
time.
And so when we see patients who come in and say, I never recovered my hair fully,
Yes.
then we look for something that's an underlying cause that wasn't noticed.
Yes.
And we've seen this before where women have had babies or people have been on crash diets, and it's like 6, 9, 12 months ago and they should have fully recovered by then. But then you examine them closely and you start to see, well, hang on, there's more than just healthy hairs in
Yes.
here. There's an early thinning. And the thing to remember about these shedding episodes that happen with dieting is it's the whole of the scalp. It's not one area of the scalp. So for people that have male pattern balding or women that have female pattern hair loss, the hair thinning is predominantly in the upper scalp, not in the lower scalp. And that's the difference, right? That nutrition doesn't cause those patterned
Yes.
hair losses, but poor nutrition can have an impact upon the global amount of hair and its growth and its rate. So it's important, if you're going to do this dieting or you're going to have surgery, to make sure that you don't overdo things and that you do put good nutrition into your body.
Yes.
So that you can get the recovery if you have this shedding episode.
So it could, what you're saying is it could sort of technically unmask an underlying condition of,
If
say,
you don't get
male pattern.
recovery, if you don't get full recovery, often we find something else going on underneath that wasn't previously noticed but has become exposed by the shed. And as I reassure my patients almost every day of my life, if you're shedding long hairs, by definition, they are healthy hairs.
Yes.
Right? Long hairs are healthy hairs. So if you are shedding long hairs, they should recover as long hairs. If you're shedding a lot of short hairs, that could be part of the shedding process, but it could also be part of some early miniaturization of the hair follicles that hasn't been noticed.
So if you've, just before we end, if you've got someone who's trying to lose weight, who's experiencing shedding, what's your recommendation at that point? Because there's sort of now a balance to be had, right? Because they want to lose weight for whatever the reason may be.
Well, I want them
shedding.
to lose weight in a more ideal fashion, which is no more than 1 to 2 kilos a week.
Sure.
If they're doing more than that, it's putting too much shock into the system.
Yeah.
The second thing I want them to do, apart from looking at nutrition, if they want to do something else, they could consider using something like minoxidil, or they could consider using laser therapy.
Yeah.
And I think these are both very reasonable things to do in that situation, because if you stimulate, these are both stimulant therapies, if you're stimulating the hair follicles, you may be able to dampen down some of the effects of the shedding.
And I think in another episode we're going to tackle nutrition again later on, but also probably looking at the nutritional aspect of things during that dieting phase, and making sure that those are optimized as well.
Yes.
Good. So I hope that makes sense. I hope that covers, what you can experience and what the sort of things that you have to take into account if you're trying to lose weight and experiencing hair loss. So I hope that makes sense. Thanks again for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you again on the next episode.
Thanks, everyone.
Take care.